Einstein's theory of relativity.
Jay.
All these questions.
Alright.
Just like,
Let's
nice
just start with the basics, okay?
So like,
Alright,
definition
so
of.
the definition of mass is. Alright, Jay. The definition of mass is how much matter is in an object. And so, you see these two balls? This one's a lot smaller than this one. But this one's heavier than this one. Here, catch. So you see how that one has a lot less mass than that one? But that one's a lot bigger. So, can you tell me what you've learned today?
Mass is how much matter is in an object.
Good job.
Acceleration is a way to measure how fast something is speeding up.
I'm going to accelerate this tangent in your face. Alright, Jay. Force is a push or pull on an object, resulting in its interaction from another object.
Equilibrium is when all forces acting on an object are balanced, so the object has no velocity.
Equilibrium is when all the forces acting on an object are balanced, but the object is in motion, so it has a velocity.
At rest tends to stay at rest unless acted upon by an outside net force, like this couch potato.
Go Pats! Go! Go!
An object in motion tends to stay in motion unless acted upon by an outside force.
Go. Force equals the mass times acceleration.
Acceleration is produced when a force acts on a mass. The greater the mass of the object being accelerated, the greater the amount of force needed to accelerate the object.
That object pushes back in the opposite direction with the same amount of force. Both cars push back at each other with the same amount of force.
Gravitational pull of the Earth, the weight of this dumbbell is 5 pounds. Let's say we were on the moon, it would be a lot less. But if we were on Jupiter, the gravitational pull is a lot stronger, so it would weigh a lot more.
He has normal force. She does not.
Force is a force that pulls a thing toward the center of rotation, like Johnny. The end bead.
Being pulled towards the bead he's holding.
Tension is the action of stretching something tight, like Johnny and Liam fighting over the dog toy.
If you try to slide two objects past each other, a small amount of force will result in no motion. The force of friction is greater than the applied force. This is static friction. If you apply a little more force, the object breaks free and slides, although you still need to apply force to keep the object sliding. This is kinetic friction.
Different surfaces have different coefficient of friction. So carpet has a higher coefficient, which is harder to slide upon, than wood, which has a lower coefficient of friction, which is easy to slide on.